You know what time it is.
For the old man.
Oh yeah, that's right. Old Man Games channel, Old Man Games here. Welcome and welcome back. I have a brand new tutorial for you dedicated to small school recruiting in College Hoops 2K8 Closed Legacy. Oh yeah, that's right, y'all. For this tutorial, we're going to do things a bit differently than the previous tutorials.
What do you mean by that?
So we're going to start with the lowest school in Closed Legacy, which just so happens to be Maryland Eastern Shore. And we're going to simulate through the first 2 seasons while I walk you through the recruiting.
I hear you, that's cool.
In conjunction with this, I'm also dropping a tutorial on tendencies and play styles from the same save. That piece will be presented in a separate tutorial. So it's basically gonna be one saved game that I've chopped up to make 2 separate tutorials on.
I like it a lot.
Again, for this tutorial, I'm gonna be showing exclusively the recruiting side of things. Also, make sure you check out our other recruiting fundamentals tutorial, the Ultimate Recruiting Guide. It's a 3-hour banger, which I dropped about a year ago or so, and that's fully loaded with gems.
That boy is good.
So without further ado, let's go on and hop into this thing. All right, y'all, so here's where we're gonna start this thing. This will be our new coach, Old Man Tutor. Now, for small schools, okay, this is specifically for small school recruiting, as I mentioned. So to start off with these 5 points, I have no interest in spreading anything out and around. In order to start, we're starting with all of our points on charisma.
Is that right? Like that?
Again, this isn't, you know, the gospel. This isn't like, oh, you have to do this or you just will automatically be wrong. This is how I approach it. I'm just giving you insight on how I approach the game. Take what works for you and spit out the bones. Whatever doesn't, leave it behind, all right?
I hear you, that's cool.
So if I'm starting at a really small school, this is how I'm starting my coach off, with all the points on charisma. Next, to pick the school. So we're gonna take, for this tutorial, I wanna take the biggest challenge. I already know what it is, but I'm just going through this to show you guys. So the biggest challenge is going to be that first team that we were on, which is Maryland Eastern Shore. As you can see, their teams overall to start out with is a 58. All right, so this is the biggest challenge to start your career off with. So that's what we're going to do for this tutorial. Now, for assistant coaches, a lot of this we cover in the Ultimate Recruiting tutorial. That was more of like a global thing. Right now, I'm focusing in on, again, small schools, just to continue to emphasize and drill that in. The way we're gonna set this up is, since I put all of my points on the coach's charisma, I still want these backup assistant coaches to have decent charisma. But what's very important for them at this stage is the scouting, right? Because as you recall, I put 0 points went to scouting. So this first guy, La Lugba, whatever that name is, we're automatically picking him because he has a C on charisma. He's a C overall, and a C, I'm sorry, I said charisma. C on charisma and the C on scouting, right? So that's the first guy we're taking. Then the next guy we're gonna take, it'll most likely be this guy right here because, or actually, yeah, I'll take this guy over this guy here. Even though he has a better scouting, he has worse teaching. Or it could, wait, hold on, let's keep, okay. You see that? And I didn't put any points on teaching, whereas Ebong is a C minus. That's barely more. We can go with either one of these, really. I'll go with this guy because, as I said, I need the scouting, right? So this will be the starting point for our assistants and our head coach. Let me pause here, work my scheduling magic, and I'll come back. All right, so this will be the optimized schedule for year one. Check out the recruiting tutorial for the bigger recruiting tutorial for an in-depth look into how I approach the scheduling. Here, I'm just gonna show you the results of what it looks like, all right? So this is what we're gonna roll with in year one. And we'll move on. Now for ABL, do we want to go to the ABL? Yes, we absolutely do, right? Me personally, I'm not interested in playing any of the ABL games, but I do attend the games and try to schedule it where I can scout coaches, right? But again, this is in the beginning when you're first starting and you're trying to figure out, you're just trying to figure things out, right? So first, let's take a look at this roster. I'm actually going to come back to that in a minute. But on our roster here, these are the players we start out with. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only 9 players on this team. Normally, what I like to do is cut the players that I'm not, that are not really so good. This is kind of tricky because we're only starting with 9, but I am going to cut this guy right here, Jeb Don. I'm gonna knock it down to 8 because he's a junior and we can use that scholarship. He's no good, a 41 overall. So we're gonna go ahead and release him from his duties. All right, so we're literally gonna start with just 8 players. So from here, let's go. Well, before we even get into that, let me set up my coaching profile. All right. Now, this is where game style or play style comes into play. For the play style that we run, athleticism is important, as is shooting. I put offense on all plays. This part right here, I'm gonna switch up. My primary is gonna be man-to-man. My secondary is gonna be the 1-2-2. And then my pressure defense is gonna be the man-to-man. We run a 4-court press always. Bench depth is going to be the entire team. And then this piece here, now I'm going to run it how I normally run it, but it's going to be kind of tricky because we only have 8 guys on our roster. So this first season is going to be pretty tough just off of that alone. But my normal play style is not that. It's modeled after head coach Nolan Richardson's team to an extent, but basically we are a pressuring team that likes to run and gun. We crash the boards, so that could open us up a little bit, but we're big on rebounding, except for when we're trying to get the fast break is what I'm trying to say. All right, so this is just my preference. This isn't an end all be all. You can win with any strategy you put your mind to, basically. This is just how I like to approach it. And honestly, this first year is going to be pretty tough just from the standpoint that it's a small team with only 8 players, all right? But that's our recruiting profiles, and that'll be our strategy. Now it's time for the ABL. So again, this is the first season. Hold up. First, let me go to recruiting real quick. In this first season, we're trying to get whatever we can get, all right? That's basically the approach. We need to sign whoever we can sign. So for the ABL, now with this with this team being on the East, the 3 main regions that I'm going to focus on are going to be the East as number 1, but I'm also going to put some time into the Northeast and the Southeast, but I'm not going to start on the Southeast just yet. I'll bring that in later once we kind of establish ourselves. But to begin though, I definitely want to look at both the Northeast and the East. So I'm looking at 2 regions, all right? And then next, we're just starting. So I'm not necessarily targeting, again, any specific players. I'm more or less just looking around to see what these teams have to offer, who I want to, what games I want to look at. I'm not putting too much thought or stock into it other than the region piece, right? If I can look at a team multiple times, like see we have the Mystics here. Let's see what's on their roster. They got a lot of 2 stars, but each player's greater criteria that determines blah, 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 all that. Let's see, are they mostly, yep, they're all seniors. So I'm a really focus on, not focus completely, but I'm a look at this team quite a bit because they got a lot of 2 stars. And one thing that we're trying to do when you at a small school, again, we're trying to get what we can, but I'm going to be targeting a lot of these ranked 2 stars. So that's one thing there. I also want to look at teams that have underclassmen, like juniors, like this team has a couple juniors. Oops. Oh, I'm tripping. This team has some sophomores, so that'll be good. All right, but basically, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm just giving you the gist of the fact that for this very first season, I'm mainly focusing on what regions we want to focus our attention on, are basically the regions we want to recruit, which are East and Northeast, because this team is in the East. And then I put a little bit of time into looking at the teams, but for the most part, that's all I'm doing at this point. And then we're going to go ahead and simulate through this and get to the other side. So we'll say, yeah, simulate all the games. All right, we let it run its course. And then now from here, we go to the start of the season. All right, this is the starting point. Let me go ahead, take some time to set up the season, which basically I want to go through and set up the player training and all that kind of good stuff. I'm not going to be redshirting any of these players because we only have 8 guys on the team. And then I'll come back and get into more of the small school recruiting aspect. All right, I'm back. So all I did just now was just go through and set up the player training schedule. If you want more detail or info on that, check out the development tutorial. I break it all down there. Let's get into recruiting. Now again, this whole tutorial is focused on small school recruiting. So the first main thing I did was show you how I put all of my head coaching points onto charisma. All right, now we're going to get into trying to identify players to add to our target list. And based on what the team makeup is, I'm really going to focus on front court players, but then also probably some 2 guards as well, because we kind of need that. Yeah. So that's mainly going to be my focus. So I'm going to start here and scout it, and I'm sorting this by interest, because at a small school, you really have to take what you can get,
So
right?
give it
You're
here.
just starting out, you're at a really small school and you're a no-name coach. So it's not like out of the blue, without putting any work in, we're just going to come out the gate with all Americans and Mr. Basketballs. It don't work like that.
He ain't lying.
The best that we can aim to do is try to pull in as many ranked players as possible, regardless of they're stars, but the best type of ranked players for us are going to be the 2 stars. And so what I'm looking at here, when I'm looking at these players, I'm looking at how many teams they're interested in, where we fall in that list. So in this instance, this kid, Corey Bing, is interested in these 4 schools, and we fall right outside of that list, right? But in addition to that, I'm also looking at where they are on this interest bar, right? Because once this gets fully filled, we damn near don't have a choice if we're not that team. Now, we could possibly have an outside choice. I mean, chance, not choice. We could possibly have an outside chance if this gets fully filled and this team hasn't offered, right? That's possible. But in this, let's just say we're 2 weeks into the schedule right now, and this is what it is, right? If this team offers him, or if this team offers him, either one of these teams, we will have 0 chance of landing him. That's just straight up, that's how it is. So we'll get into how that plays out, but for now, let's just take a look. What I'm trying to determine is if I want to make this guy a target. And even though we went to 2 of his ABL games and we're just right outside of his top 4, I'm gonna skip him for now and keep looking. I'm looking for guys to add to our target list. Here's a guy right here who has 5 guys on his list. We went to 2 of his ABL games, right? He's a shooting guard from Queens, a 2-star, but he's ranked, so we can consider him. Now let's take a look at what he's working with. Now again, you got to remember too, we are not in the position to be super picky. We kind of have to be as open as we can. Now he isn't necessarily ideal, but for this school, I mean, we could take what we can get. So I'm gonna throw him on a list just for now. We'll see how it goes. All right, and we're gonna continue to look for more. Here's a 3-star who's not ranked, but that's because he's a junior. Normally all 3 stars are ranked unless they are less than a senior. All right, another non-ranked player. We just keep scrolling through. Okay, here's another ranked guy. We're not that far out for him. He has 6 teams on his list. It looks like we can easily become number 7. Our bars are not that, our interest bar for him, or his interest bar and us, I should say, is not that far out from these other guys, as you can see. And we went to 4 of his ABL games, right? So this is a guy we could potentially look at. The one thing I don't like on him is this D for 3-point shooting, but he has a C+ on potential, decent speed. His stealing is okay. But yeah, for now, we got to take what we can get. I can always cut the list down later, so I'll add him for now. Point guard, I don't necessarily need, but let's see what his attributes look like. We can't really tell. He doesn't have much of a handle, so I'm gonna pass on him for now. We need to find some front. Okay, now here's a guy right here. Check this out. He's only interested in 2 teams, and we're the number 1 team, just ahead of, I think that's Norfolk. He is a small forward. We went to 2 of his ABL games. He has a decent shot, 3-point shot that is. I may start looking at free throws too. Some guy in Reddit wrote about this, and that's a really good point. It's a focus on the free throws, but I'll look at that as a secondary thing. But I'm looking at speed. I like his stealing for our game style, for our gameplay, the way we play the game. Our play style is what I'm trying to say. This will fit in nicely. His size, he's 6'6", 221. So yeah, we're definitely adding this guy to the list because we think we have a good chance of landing him. Oops, didn't mean to do that. All right, let's keep rolling here. Okay, boom, finally we get to a front court guy. He has potential to get added to our list. He's 2-star, but he's ranked. And we're not that far out of his top 4 in terms of interest bar. And we went to one of his ABL games, so we might have a little insight on his attributes. Not much, but I will add him though. I like his speed for a power forward, and we really need power forwards and centers. So we'll add him. I keep doing that. And we'll keep looking. Here's another point guard, but I think I'm gonna skip on him because we don't really need a point guard. I mean, we can get away with not signing a point guard. And his handle is horrific at F, so we'll keep scrolling. Here's another 2 guard that we're not that far out from. We went to one of his ABL games. We don't yet know how he shoots or his speed, but he does have C+ in steals, so I'll add him to the list. We can always drop him later if and when necessary. Now here's a guy, I probably won't add him. We went to 3 of his ABL games. He has good size, although as a small forward, I would consider moving him to power forward. Oh, whoa, he can shoot decent. I may add him to the list and see how far we can go with him. It'll be tough, but we'll see. Here's another 2 guard we're not that far out from. Doesn't have much of a mid-range shot, and his free throw is not good. I'll pass on him for now. Here's another point guard. At least his handle is a C-. I might add him to the list just because of that. Here's a 2 guard who position-wise is top 100. That's always a good thing. He got that C+ on his shot. That's pretty good. I may add him. So we're just going through, looking at guys that we'll have a chance of signing, who at least at this point, it may change as we go through the weeks. Right? Ooh, okay, here we go. Now we got a center on here who got the perfect size, 7-footer. He's a top 50 center, number 34 center. Right here, position rank and overall rank. We went to one of his ABL games. We're definitely gonna add him to the list for sure, to see if we can jump over those guys in front of us. Okay, this 2 guard I will pass on, even though his ranking looks decent. He got really good size, but these guys in front of us, it would be a tall order to jump them. So even though we went to 5 of his ABL games, so we'll keep looking. Okay, now this guy would be a really good add if we can get over. Is that St. Francis, New York? I think that's what SFNY is, but he only has that 1 team on his list. We went to 2 of his ABL games. We're not that far behind that team. I don't really mind his clutch being an F. I don't care. His speed being the F is troublesome, but we can always work on that, developing that. I love his steal as a B-. How is his blocking? His blocking is a C-. His rebounding is, it's okay, but we don't really have room to be picky. So definitely gonna add him to the list. Right, I'm not focusing on point guards much. Here's another 2 guard. We went to 5. Oh, he was on the Mystics. We went to 5 of his games. Remember how I said I'll put a heavy focus on the Mystics, but he can't really shoot. And his speed is a D, so no, we're gonna pass on him. I'm just going through looking for ranked players who I feel like I would have a decent chance of signing. Here's a guy out of Maryland. He was on the Mystics, I can tell already, because we went to 5 of his ABL games. See, yep, the Mystics. Can't really shoot the 3, and he doesn't have the speed that I want, so I'm gonna pass on him. He's not ranked. This guy, kind of too far down, not ranked. No. Okay, here's a 2 guard, another 2 guard. I don't like his shot. He got okay speed, but I don't like that F right there for the mid-range. He doesn't really have much of a handle. Can't really dunk like that. I may pass up on him. Plus, I'm trying to find more front court guys to add. Damn, look, there's a Mr. Basketball who's not ranked. I don't like that he's a 6'6" small forward and he's not ranked. I don't like that. Even though he's a Mr. Basketball, I don't like those two things. We'll keep looking. Okay, here's a 6'5" 2 guard out of Ohio. We don't yet know what his shooting is. C- handle, C- speed. I may add him to the list, just so we can try to find out what that other stuff is. But the list is getting full now. We got 4 slots remaining. Now I gotta just really focus on front court guys. I want to fill the rest of the 4 slots with front court guys. If I see another guard, he don't have the size. If I see another guard, now this guy is perfect for our list. He's a top 100 center, 2-star. We went to one of his ABL games, and we're the only team. He has no teams on this list, but we will be the only team on his list once we add him to our list and give him some kind of recruiting points. So yeah, we'll definitely add that guy. Here's a point guard. Oh, he had a decent handle and speed. Top 200. I may have to add him. Boom, here's another guy. No other teams he's interested in. We're the only one. Now, this does definitely change week over week, so don't just think it's an automatic slam dunk, pun intended, right? Because it isn't. A higher ranked team can come and pique his interest out of nowhere. Here's another 2-star ranked shooting guard. We went to a couple of his ABL games. He don't have the speed. Here's this small forward from Texas. We actually went to one of his ABL games somehow. Maybe his team was in the championship or something, because we do go to those championship games. I'm gonna let this one slide. Oh, here's a 6'5" point guard. We went to 2 of his ABL games. I don't like his handle or his speed, so I'm gonna let him go. 6'7" small forward. He can probably get moved to power forward, but I don't like his speed, and he has no shot, so I'm gonna pass on that. Trying to find another ranked big guy. Okay, here's another ranked power forward, but we would have a long way to go to get in front of any of these teams, so I'm gonna let that go. Because again, at the small schools, the name of the game is go after who you have a chance of signing. Don't waste time on guys you don't have a chance of signing. And you gotta cut your losses early, which is what I'll show as we go through this. Okay. I don't like his shooting or his speed, so I can skip that. I don't like his handle or his speed. We can skip that. I'm looking for ranked front court players now. Oh, here's a 3-star guy. We're not that far behind on, but I don't like his handle. For 3 stars, should be higher than that. Okay, here's one. Lonnie Wood, 6'8" power forward. He's ranked out of Virginia too. That's fairly close. I didn't see anything there that would make me not want to add him. We went to one of his ABL games. We'll add him to the list. Now, our list is full, but I'm going to keep scrolling through this to see if there's anyone I want to add for anyone that we already have. Oh, this dude right here, Lynn McMillan. You know what? I'm just going to write his name down. And we'll try to come back for him if any of those guys already on our list does not make it. He's a 3 out of Durham, North Carolina. Decent size at 6'7", 216. All right. So again, I'm not going to add him to my list because my list is full. I just took a note of his name so I can come back and find him later as we make our way through the season and as our list changes. Nope. You see that USA right there? I think that's South Alabama. We'll have a hard time catching up to them. His shot is decent, but I don't like that mid-range. Go on him. Oh, look at this guy right here, Arnaldo Bean. I may have to try to find a way to add him to the list. He's a Mr. Basketball, although, was that Nebraska? This would be a tough one to get, but he's a Mr. Basketball out of Rhode Island. As a power forward, we went to 2 of his ABL games, so I like what I see right here. And he's a 3-star. Yeah, I may need to add him. Okay, I know our target list is full. I'll come back for him. I like this guy right here. I'll add him in my notes. He's a 2. Dominique Galbraith, 6'2", 175. He is from Staten Island. And he's a 3-star. So I may have to go back through my list and tweak some things if necessary. Here's a 2 from Massachusetts. I don't like his mid-range. Oh, hold on. My bad, I got messed up there. I was trying to scroll through and my thing got stuck.
What?
Here's a small forward, nobody else checking for him. I'll take his name down. This is Correll Willett. A 6'5" small forward from Washington, D.C. 2-star, but he's ranked. No, I'll pass on him. I don't like his size. I don't like 6'6" small forward. I mean 6'6" power forwards. Even though we have one on our team right now, we inherited him. But I don't recruit them. Even a guy like that. Well, no, he's a sophomore. That's different. I was about to say, even a guy like this, even though he's a 4-star, he's only 6'5", but he's just a sophomore, so technically he could still be growing. We don't know yet. No on him. Let's see, here's another 3-star, but I think we'll have a hard time leapfrogging UTEP, who's in a completely different region that we didn't focus on. Here's another point guard, decent handle. I don't care so much about his shooting, to be honest. I would not add him to my list, but I'm gonna add him to my notes. What kind of name is Borislav? Borislav Turner, that's funny. You know that was randomly generated. From Brooklyn. If that was true, he would have been teased mercilessly growing up. Borislav. What kind of name is that? Okay. Anyway, I'm looking for more front court guys if I can find them. But again, y'all, I'm just showing you how small school recruiting, when you start out, how you go through to look for players to add to your list, okay? And that's all we're doing right now, is trying to add players to our list. This guy, we're too far down for him to try to get him. Kind of too far down on this guy too. He's from Brooklyn. Oh, he has a B- shot. And a 3-star. I might put him on my notes. AB Gillingham. Yeah, I'll put him in my notes for sure. 184 from Brooklyn. He's a 3-star. Alright, who else? Oh, okay, now look at this. Look at this here. This dude I would definitely try to add to my list now, or if possible. I'm gonna take a note on this. Darius Stelmack. Now, they got him listed as a 3, but this is a power forward right here. All day long, this is a power forward. 6'9". Let me just put this in my, what the heck? My notes are tripping, y'all. Let me put this in my notes. This dude is what's going on? Hold on. All right. I don't like his handle. Here's a 6'7". Nope, he's not ranked. Not ranked, not ranked, not ranked. All these not ranked guys I'm just skipping. I don't like his interest, so I'm gonna keep going. Here's a ranked small forward out of New York, so he's in the right. Oh, I don't like his speed. I'll keep going. Okay, here's somebody. Nick Vega. I'm just gonna note him because he's a ranked 3-star. Doesn't have the best size, but he could possibly still grow. And he's in our region, so I do like that. We went to 2 of his ABL games. Oh, see, here's a small, what is this, a power forward, another one. I might have to try to find a way to add him to the list. Ali Smalls, 6'8", 235. from Annapolis, Maryland. 3-star with nobody else on his list. Oh, no, bad handle. Not ranked, not ranked. We don't have a chance, not ranked. Definitely don't have a chance, not ranked. Nope, no chance. Oh, we're on his top 7. Mr. Virginia. Oh, and he can shoot. Okay, wait. I gotta add this dude. Hold on. I'm definitely gonna have to go back and tweak that list we got going there. This is 2-guard Hugh Minter. 6'4", 203, out of Newport News, Virginia. That's where Michael Vick and them are from. Michael Vick and Allen Iverson, Aaron Brooks, Newport News. It has no shot. This handle is decent. I'm just noting these guys for future. Some of these guys, not all of them. Some of them I may try to add on to our list now. Some of them are just for future reference. But I'm just going through this as thoroughly as possible, right? To really put together a good initial list, but it's gonna continue to fluctuate or evolve, let's say. Cool, he got a shot and he got speed. I like this dude. Kenneth Miggins. Oh, the only thing about this guy, I'm not going to try to add him to our list right now because he's from California. His team must have made it to the playoffs or the championship game for us to have been to one of his ABL games. But long distance recruit like this are difficult for small schools starting out. Oh, now here's a guy we would definitely look to add or keep an eye on. We went to 2 of his ABL games. He's out of the Bronx. That's our territory. Percy Augustine. So we definitely want to keep an eye on him. A ranked 2-star there. Let me see this dude. I like him, but where are we at right now? In the 29. How many more players? Was it this dude we were looking at? Yeah. I don't think so. I think it would be tough for this to try to convince him. Same with those guys, but this guy, go ahead and add this dude to my notes. A 3-star from Queens. Oh, look at this guy. From Tulsa, Oklahoma. We went to one of his games. He must have been in the playoffs. This is a center. Cornelius Stanley. But he's a 7-footer. Well, I would consider this dude right here. Out of Cleveland, Ohio. California, no. Utah, no. Okay, I think that's about it right there, y'all. Now, I'm being as thorough as possible. You see that? We went through, that's just the scouted players, okay? So we went through this whole scouted player list, and from that, we made a target list. Now, on my target list here, let me do this. Trying to see if I want to take any of these guys off the list. Wait, this dude right here, I'm not taking him off. This dude right here, I think is our #1 recruit though. We may have a hard time signing this guy because he got Penn State on this list above us. That's going to be tough to overcome. I can wait though. Now this guy, he's a small forward that could possibly get moved over, but I think it might be a tough deal to get him. Put this dude up to like #2. I'm gonna put this dude up to like #3. I think I might take this dude off. Actually though, let's just go through the first week or so, and then I'll start, it'll reveal itself who needs to get removed. Oh, this guy, we can bump him up to like #5. All right, let's just start getting started because I could do this all day. Okay, so the first things first, all I'm trying to do with this first week is get everybody a request tape. Now, this is also the time where we want to try to do the same thing for underclassmen if we can find some. So I'm gonna touch everybody on our target list in terms of the request tape, and you see I'm trying to get it over to the top scouter on my staff the guy who does the scouting the best until he runs out of points. I'm not doing any phone calls yet. I'm just trying to get this request tape in, right? So boom. All we did now, which is a painstaking thing, we went through, we found guys to add to this list. I took a note on a whole host of other players. Now let's go to scout. Wait, is anybody on this contact list? No. Okay, let's go to scout it. I mean, not this. Yeah, scout it. Let's go back to the scouted list, and I'm actually gonna try to find some of these guys who I noted. Like for instance, let's see. Oh, let me look at this by region. All right, no, you know what? Let me just go down and see if I see some of these names. Let's look for McMillan. Wait, did I have Gillingham? AB Gillingham was on my list. Yep. He ran out of points. I'm gonna do some tape on him. Oh, because I had this in order by interest. Okay, hold up. But truthfully, you know what? No, first what I'm gonna do is, because we also, what's gonna be very important is recruiting underclassmen. So I want to touch on that for small school recruiting. At this point is where you want to start trying to add some underclassmen to look at. Okay, so for instance, and I'm looking at these guys by region. So let's do this, filter it to region, sophomores. Let me go back and look at my list. Who are the, okay, juniors? We got 2 juniors. Okay, I could look at a 2 guard, some guards. Oh, see this dude right here, he would be perfect. He's a 2 guard. We already went to 2 of his ABL games. He has us outside of his top 11, but I think we can make up ground with him. So even though he's a junior, oh damn, I ran out of points for him. He's a junior, he'll most likely be just a 2-star, but that'll help. Here's another junior, a small forward. Oh, I like his size. We'll have a hard time with him. Landon him. Let's look at this dude. All right, let's look at some sophomores here. But you see, I have it all sorted by interest. So I'm focusing more on the guys at the top of the spectrum. Oh, so here's a guy right here. Those 2 may be kind of tough. This dude, not so much. Or at least I think we have a chance with him. Same here, I'll scout that guy, Kevin Poole. All right, let's look at the freshman. See, we already went to one of his ABL games. We'll go ahead and scout him. We went to one of his, 2 of his. We can scout them to see how it goes, or at least get their tape, you know? All right, so before I go crazy, go crazy on the seniors, I at least wanted to do the tape for some underclassmen. Now let's try to find some of these seniors who are on my list over here on Excel. Is this one of them? No, McMillan. I should have wrote down interest percentage. Wait, was Augustine one of them on my list? Hold on. I already did this guy. Yeah, Percy. Nope, that's not Percy. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Do this by stars. It'll help. there's McMillan, who I was looking for. Lynn McMillan, we'll do his tape. That should put, once he turns green, that should put him on the contact list. All right, let's look for Bean Orlando. Where is he? Oh, Orlando Bean. Let's do his tape to get him on the contact list. Who else? This dude, Dominique Gilbreth. Oops, not that. Notice how I'm focusing more on request tape than I am on phone calls, because at this point I want to get as much recruiting info on them as possible. Who else do we have on this list? If I can find Ali Smalls and Hugh Minter. I think Nick Vega was on the list. There's Ali Smalls right there. There's Hugh Minter there. Who else? Let's see if we could find Kenneth Megan somewhere on here. Where'd that guy go? Oh no, he's from California. That's why we're looking at a region. Okay, let's try Hoskins and Stanley. Okay, he ran out of points. So at this point, I'm just gonna at this point, I have gone around, I've did scouting for everyone who is on our list. Oh, actually, no, let me do some more. See if I can find some of these 2 stars. Corell Willett and Hanneslav Turner. Let's find Willett and Turner real quick. All right, now I'm gonna make my way back to my target list. And start doing the phone calls with the head coach until I run out of head coach points. Oh damn, I already ran out. We're on emails now. Okay, let me just do emails. Okay. Oh, and then hold up. Let's see if they put people on our scouted list. Yep, they did. So with these guys, I'm just gonna do emails until I run out of points. Am I out? Nope. It's a freshman. Now, one thing I'm gonna do too is I'm about to note the underclassmen I have on here, because sometimes they'll take them off. That's what I noticed. Actually, no, I've already spent too much time. Let me keep it rolling, y'all. All right, so that's the first week of recruiting for the small school recruiting. You can see how I'm going about this. We're gonna go ahead and simulate through the March Madness. and then get to this next week of recruiting. This will tell us more. Let's see if any guys are making movement. Wait, those first two guys are three, or no, the first two guys are guys with size that we need. This dude, wait, hold on. We still got a bunch of question marks. Here, I'm gonna send the coach. I'm gonna send him a coaching visit. Let me give this guy a coaching visit. Well, we got to number 11 on his list. I can only scout him. Well, I'm gonna scout him then. Alright, and then let's see who we can give a phone call to. Probably give it to this guy here, and then everybody else is getting emails. Hold up, let's see, recruiting. Let's go to our target list, or the contact list, I'm sorry. And just hit them up with emails until I run out of points. We can't get the underclassmen, but here, let me do this by class so it's easier. Knock out the juniors and then get the seniors. What's going on? Oh, we must have already used points on them. All right, then after I do that, let me go back to the scouted list. Look at I'm gonna spend the points on these juniors. So I could just go through this blindly. While still keeping an eye on the future, you know? Because again, for small schools, underclassmen recruiting is very critical. All right. So boom, that's 2 weeks of recruiting. Now, a lot of people like to do scholarships this week, but I use scholarships as a way to, at a small school, scholarships help me determine who I need to take off my list and who I need to really go after. All right, so let's see how everything panned out here. See, damn, they offered my 2-star center, who's a 7-footer out of Queens, New York. Now, at this point, as difficult as it will be, I gotta take him off the list because we're a really small school, right? And not only that, but like I saw, this is the most difficult, the most challenging school to be at. So there's no way we're gonna hop Harvard and then hop over the guy, I think that's Mammoth. There's no way we're gonna hop over Mammoth who just offered him. So at this point, remove him off the list. So I'm just going through anybody who has a scholarship, we're taking them off the list at this point. And that's what I wanted to show. That's what I wanted to get through this to show. All these guys who have scholarship offers at this point, we have no chance of landing. So we're not going to waste our time. We're taking them straight off of our list. All right. So now you look at, what the hell? Look at the trim list. We knocked it down to 7. Okay. So of these 7, let me try to focus on the 3-star guys. Since there's only 3 of them, a center, small forward, and a 2 guard. You Still got a couple centers on here, which is good because we need front court guys. We're number 9 with him, number 9 with him, number 3 with this guy. Okay, so here I'm gonna do another, wait, hold on, let me see. Oh, yep. One thing I just figured out and noticed is that you can get information from the recruit by doing the home visit as opposed to just doing scouting. So, because you notice I picked up some more info on him from doing a home visit. So I'm gonna do another home visit with our head coach, and I'm gonna offer him a scholarship. So that should help. Yep, that moved him up to number 2. So that's good. This guy here, oh, this is small forward. We could possibly move to power forward, but let me give him a home visit. I'm not gonna offer him yet. All I'm doing is giving him a home visit. Same here. I can't, okay, we don't have enough for a home visit, but I can do another scout visit for him. And then for these two, I'll give my phone calls to these 2 guys who I was not able to do a home visit on. And then everybody on the list gets an email. Gotta be careful with this because I want to accidentally offer. Now we go to our contact list. Our freshmen are still there, but you see we can't contact them now. Our sophomore are still there, but we can't contact them. Our juniors are there, we can send them emails. And then here are the seniors that we were looking at. Now for the seniors, before I offer any email, oh, some of those guys are the dudes we just took off our target list. I'm gonna go through, I'm not gonna offer emails to the guys who have offers. Not offer email, but I'm not sending emails. But there's no way for me to take them off the target, off the contact list, so they could just stay there. See, I'm skipping all those guys, the save points. Skip him, save points, skip him, skip him. Skip them, right? Then I'm not done yet. I can still go through my scouted list and do a very similar approach. First, just email the juniors because emails go a longer way with them. We're building relationships with these juniors. And I could just do this blindly, you know, without putting much thought or looking at if they've been offered or not. And then the ones that are turning green are getting added to our contact list, so that's even better. Did I run out of points? Hold on. Now, when I get to the seniors, same deal. The scouted seniors, I'm going through to see who has been offered scholarships, and I'm just skipping over them. Oops. In an effort to conserve points. Right? Because we're at a small school, and the purpose of this is small school recruiting. And one thing you got to keep, oh, I almost accidentally offered him a scholarship. Didn't mean to do that. One thing you got to keep in mind too with these emails, it seems like a grind, and it may seem like pointless or worthless, but believe me, it's not, because what you can end up doing a lot of times is increasing the level of walk-ons that you get, because some of these guys who I'm emailing become walk-ons. And one of my offline dynasty, oh, I didn't mean to offer him. And one of my offline dynasties, I landed 2-star ranked walk-ons, and it was from doing this practice. So a 2-star ranked walk-on is major, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a scholarship worthy player basically that you're getting as a walk-on. And sometimes even if they're not ranked, you know, just other 2-star players, non-ranked 2 stars who walk on, to your program can still be beneficial and helpful to building up the program. Nope, that's an offer, to get it to where you need it to be. So don't underestimate this practice that I'm doing here. And you don't need all the points in the world to do something like this. Because as you can see, I'm being very conservative with my points, right? Like I'm not sending emails to guys who already have offers, because it's pointless for us. Because again, I'm gonna stress it. This is what? Small school recruiting. And I just want to show, you know, it's not how many points you have, it's what you do with the points that you do have. And this is about being strategic with the points that you do have. I'm gonna just send him one anyway because he don't have an offer. There's no chance of us landing that dude, but oh, nope, that's an offer. At this point, I'm not looking at whether or not I have a chance of signing them. I'm just looking at, do they have an offer yet? Do I still have points remaining? Okay, send them an email. All right, so boom, that's 3 weeks right there of hardcore recruiting. That's how we get the season started. All right, so let's go back into the recruiting. See where we are with our target list. At this point, I may try to look to add more underclassmen as well to the target list. Boom. So now we're number 1 with Modest Sneed, the 7-footer. All right. So we just got to continue to go hard with him to try to get distance between SF and Y before they decide to offer him. And boom, we get to invite him on campus. That's major. And then these other 2 guys that we were looking at, other 2 3-stars. Let's see, we want to get him a visit plus an offer at this point. Didn't help much. Now we're doing phone call. Wait, are we doing phone calls? Do I have any local guys? Okay, no. That would be Mun. All right, let's do phone calls now. We'll do an email too. Okay. Oh, I'm tripping. Before I spend points, I need to make sure they didn't pick up any new offers. Because as soon as they pick up an offer, we're dropping them. All right, now I'll go to my contact list, look at my underclassmen. So of these underclassmen here, I would add this dude right here. Even though I can't give him any points, I would add him to the target list because his interest in us is a 42. Okay, of these 2 guys here, these sophomores, I'll probably add this dude, Kevin Poole, only because we went to 3 of his ABL games. Actually, no, I'm gonna do this guy because he's a point guard. Or, you know what? Let me just add both of them. All right, and then let's go to the juniors. Now of the juniors, who has the most interest in us. I'm kind of gauging a similar thing as what I looked at when I started my list, which is I'm looking at the interest bar to see where we are with these guys. I'll add this dude. I don't want to add a 2-star. I don't think he's gonna get any better. Let's see, 423. Ohio, Maryland. I'm gonna add this dude. He's a local guy. Add him to the list. We can add this dude right here to the list. All right. So I added a few underclassmen to the list. Now I'm just gonna at least try to give them a call. Yep. And an email. First, just focus on the ones I added to my list, and then I'll go back and add the others. Add emails to them, I'm saying. So you see how I'm doing this? I'm trying to be strategic about going after underclassmen early, right? And making it a part of our recruiting point distribution before I even focus so much on the seniors too. Because with the seniors, I'm just trying to get what I can get, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in where I can fit in. With the underclassmen, juniors and below, I'm trying to sway them now. You know, I'm trying to put into work the work to build relationships with them so that by the time they become seniors, we should have a better chance. All right, now back to the seniors I have on the list, and we just go through, try to give them emails if, oh, I'm out of bullets. All right. So boom, that's that. Let me save the progress. I'll come back. Okay, time for the next recruiting session. Let's see how we did here after Sneed visited our school. See, boom, now we're separating ourselves from S, F, and Y. And the further we separate from them, the better. So I'm on his head. We're being aggressive with him. Nobody's offered there. Now this guy, you want to give him a home visit and offer him a scholarship. We're not going to have enough points for his home visit, but we'll do the scouting. Right? And then for phone calls, yeah, it'll be these bottom two guys. So also too, right now, if you notice, even though I got 5 scholarships, I'm focusing on these top 3 guys first, right? And then everyone else, we're just emailing and trying to keep them in the game unless or until they receive an offer, at which point we may have to replace them. Oh, here, let me fix the bottom of this, because we added juniors and sophomores. All right. So then this way, the underclassmen who are on our target list become priorities. And then we use the contact list for another set of guys as backups, right? So we can't do anything with those sophomore and freshmen there, but back to these juniors here, we can send these guys emails. And so I'm prioritizing this contact list by class. I'll go after the juniors first, and then whatever points I have left over, then I'll go after the seniors. Because not that the seniors are a lost cause, it's just that, again, we're only focusing on what we can get. But we're trying to build a program, so it's not just about the seniors. It's about the life, like recruiting is the lifeblood of your program. So this will be, I'm showing y'all specifically how I approach small school recruiting. And this is like even more detailed than what I went into for the series that we have on YouTube. Because with a lot of that, I'm just flying through it, you know. But when I'm trying to build a series like this, not a series, but when I'm trying to build a coach up from the ground, literally from the ground up, this is the lowest level program that you can start the game with. You got to be really, really meticulous and strategic about it. All right. So again, let me save my progress. I'll come back. All right, let's get into some more scouting. All right, I'm sorry, recruiting. See, boom, we're at 100 on Modest Sneed. So I'm gonna try to make sure we get him in this early signing period. That's what I'm trying to gear this up toward. We're slowly moving our way up on this guy's list. Time for a home visit for him. Oh, we could do a home visit here too. Moving up his list as well. So another home visit. All right, since these two guys are lagging, I'm gonna use my phone calls on them. Email, email, email. Now we're checking to make sure these guys don't have scholarship offers before we email them. Then the juniors on our list get emails. Sophomores can't contact them yet. We should be able to contact them next week, at which point we'll go for another scouting tape. But let's go to our contacted juniors and give them emails. Okay, I ran out there. So all of our contacted juniors, we make sure they get emails. Before we go on to our contacted seniors. All right, now let's make our way to contacted seniors. And we're doing the same thing here. Emailing them. I gotta be careful though, because if I'm not paying attention, I may accidentally offer somebody unintentionally. And at this point, I'm not even looking to see if they've been offered. I'm just emailing them. So now we flip back to the recruiting, and we're going to look to see if we can sign anybody in this early signing period, but also too, this should be an opportunity to, yes, we got him, Mateus Sneed. In the early signing period, we got a 3-star, 7-foot center. So look, I want to call this out to, I can't remember his name, one of the viewers in my comments on the videos on a short. He mentioned that at a small school, you cannot recruit someone over 6'10". I just proved otherwise, right? I think most of you may have known that, but I don't know if it's just his frustration or what, but you absolutely can sign. Not only can you sign guys over 6'10" at a small school, you can sign them in the early signing period. Okay, so that's a big signing right there for us. Part of the reason why we were able to get him though is, if you notice, we only have 8 guys on our roster and we don't have not one center. So it was going to be, I won't say easy, but as long as we were able to identify the right guy, signing him was going to have, Now, we're still in good shape with this dude because he got his first offer, but it's at a team that's lower than us, but that just means we're now in a battle. Hopefully we can get him on campus soon. Okay, our other guy still doesn't have any other offers, so that's good. We can send the coach to him. Hopefully too, with this guy, he can jump Howard after this. Okay, what we got? We got a small forward, a 2 guard. Now here's a point guard. I'm not ready yet to add him as a scholarship, but hold on. I'll give him a phone call. He has a okay handle. I mean, for a 2-star. What is this? A power forward, local guy. Does he have any offers? No. Okay, he's thinking about Navy. What I might do here is scout him to get more scouting information. And I'll move him up 1 to the 3 spot. Okay, here's another center on our list. Make sure he doesn't have any offers yet. Give him a phone call. Another center with no offers is good. Give him a phone call and an email. Let me make sure I email these guys. Okay, now our juniors. I'm not gonna give out any phone calls yet. Actually, see, I can contact juniors all the time, but it's the sophomore and freshmen. Okay. Let me go to the contact list to see if there is a... see, they wiped out our freshmen and the other freshmen and sophomore that were on our contact list. They wiped them out, but let me go to scout it. Let me sort this by interest. And then I may see if I can add another one of these guys. See, because now we're in a contact period, so we can do request tape. So I'm gonna add this sophomore here. I'm gonna see if I can find a freshman to do something similar with. Even though their interest is like really bad. But it'll be this guy right here if anybody. Nope. Okay. Nope. Oh, we can do this guy, but he's only 12% interest and he's from California. So I'm not even gonna do it. Oh, but what I will do is go beyond scouted to all and look at these sophomores. And I only really want to look at the 4-star regional guys. Because we might be able to find something here. Actually, let me bump this up to 5-star. Don't look like it. Let me go back down to 4. How about 3? We'll add him to our list. Okay, let me clean this up and then go to our juniors and just send out emails. Or actually, let me get back to my target list. So you see what I'm doing now? I'm trying to use my points wisely and strategically now that we're in a contact period. If you check on the original long form recruiting tutorial, which is more like just global recruiting, meaning all level recruiting for all school levels, I mentioned how there's an early contact period for underclassmen, and that's what we're in right now. So I'm trying not to use all my points on the seniors at this stage so that we can spread the points around strategically. Okay, let me get back. Oh, you know what? Let me resort this. Again, same routine, contact the juniors, go through, email them all. All right, make our way to contact the seniors. Email these guys as well. All right, boom. So that's the recruiting for the week. So back to recruiting. See that we got through the recruiting period. We didn't lose any recruits. That's because we already dumped them off, right? The recruits who had already received scholarships, who were most likely going to sign with another team, we already dumped them off. We're still ahead of these guys, which is good. Oh no, okay, Howard didn't offer him yet. Now let's see. Oh yeah, perfect. I was about to say, let's see about the recruiting visit. So we invite both of those. Also give them phone calls from the head coach. That should definitely help. Now with these other, this guy got an offer. We gotta take him off. Wait, hold on. Okay, this dude we finally have fully scouted, so I think we can offer him now. Give him a head call coach and an email, head coach call and an email. Before we offer this guy or the other one, I just want to fully scout them first. Let me make sure he has no offers. Nope. Okay. Oh, let's do the request. Okay. Let's go to our contact list. Hit up these juniors. Are we out of points? I think we're out of bullets. Same here. Okay, that's fine. We ran out. All right, so we've already lost 10 games, but trying to do our thing on the recruiting. Boom. Okay, we jumped Howard. Oh, it's gonna be hard to get him over Navy, but at this point, we are sending coach to him. For a home visit. I'm gonna have to scout him on the next week though, before somebody comes to offer him. Okay, let's go contact the juniors. Contacted seniors. Oops. What the heck? Oh, this is the guy who already committed. Right, let's do some recruiting. Okay, we're good on those two for now. This guy got an offer, right? But I want to scout this guy. So these two will just have to alternate for now. Okay, let's do our scouted juniors. I mean, contacted juniors. They're scouted too, but. And then the contacted seniors. Now we got 3 straight recruiting sessions before the next game, which will be a conference game where I'm about to say fully in conference, but no, we got that Dartmouth game right there on the 23rd. Damn, this dude is in Colorado though, that's the only thing. Let me do a scout on this guy. That way I can give these other guys phone calls. Including the guy I scouted. Okay, now it's time for the contacted juniors. Oh yeah, that's the guy. Wait, no. Who is this? Contacted seniors. Some of them have already signed with other schools, as you see. I don't know why they're still on my list, but whatever. And I don't mind in this case about contacting non-ranked players, because again, that's just making arguments for walk-ons, right? Oops. Am I on the right list? What's going on? What is this? It seems like scouted. Oh, I'm on the scouted list. I was supposed to be on the contact list. My bad. We skipping this. We did enough anyway. And all these recruiting sessions before the next game anyway. Okay. 50 some odd percent. We scout him again. Actually, let me send the head coach to him because that'll still give us info we need. And I may move him above the guy in front of him because he's closer to where we are. Contacted juniors. Okay, contacted seniors. All right. But we're working to change that. Oh, he's ready to visit. Wait, let me make sure. Okay. Need to make sure they don't have scholarships, but hold on, actually this guy right here, I think we're ready to offer him. And then let's look at contacted juniors. Contacted seniors. Oh, I'm out of points. Yep. All right. Oh, that's janky. This dude came for the home. He came to visit our campus, and now we're no longer number one for him. That's messed up. We can keep trying, but I don't think we're gonna sign him. Oh no, it was this dude we did the campus visit for. Okay, I had that wrong. I think this is also the reset. After a certain week of a certain point in the season, there's a bit of a recruiting reset, if you notice, where the interest that they had, and I think this is across the board, scales back just a bit. I don't know if that's a glitch or if they do that on purpose. Scouted. No, not scouted. Contacted. Contacted juniors. Ugh. I just want this season to be over with at this point. I just want to see who we sign to the team and move on. Ah, I'm not done. What? Howard? Oh, see? Look at that. We just lost these 2 recruits. We're not signing these 2 guys right here.
You can do it!
That's so janky. Need to find another 2 guard and 3 guard to try to add. Our coach isn't yet strong enough. Those other two guys we lost out on. I already know, because once they overtake you like that, it don't matter. Okay, we still might have a chance with this dude because Howard hasn't offered him. If they offer him, we're in trouble. And then this Colorado center. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Forgot about this dude. All right, final recruiting session of the season. Colorado guy. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do the Colorado guy. Actually, no, I can't. I need to put my points on these guys. That way I can do phone calls and tape for my juniors. Can't do nothing with those guys. I got some seniors on here. Okay, let's do contacted juniors for the last time. Damn it, what's going on? All right, that's the last scouting session of the season. All right, let's end out the season and get through the postseason recruiting, because that's where it's gonna be tough. Skip all the calendar events. Oh, we got a freshman selected to something. Let's look at these awards. What's this conference player of the year? Oh, C.W. Bryant won Conference Freshman of the Year. We'll take it. We'll take it. taking notes. Jeez. All right. What do we got? We got 2 on the all-conference team. All-conference freshman team, I should say. We didn't lose any players, or other than the guy who graduated. Wait. Don't look like we lost our job, but where's my points at though? Oh, here we go. See, now I got 2 extra points. Guess where they all going? To charisma. I'm not worried about nothing else. We're still at a very small school. And I'm gonna need all that charisma for this off season. All right, we get through that. Now let me take a look at these coaches to see. Nah, I think I'm gonna stick with the ones we got. That Coach Picola looks pretty good, but I'm gonna stick with the guy we have. Yeah. All right. Now here's where it gets tricky. Let's see. Okay, boom, we got another guy. That's good. We didn't lose nobody. That's even better. So we got one of those 2 stars. We'll take him off. Also, let me rearrange the target list here. I got some seniors down there that need to come up. Okay, we're still on this dude. Hold on. Ooh, I think we're gonna get him. Nobody else is on him. Okay, so I'm gonna send my head coach to this guy. With a phone call and an email. Phone call, email. 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 Just email on out from this point. Okay. Same thing, contacted list. Let's go to the juniors. Email them. Let them know, hey, we still interested in you. You're gonna help us build this program. You can come here and help us. Alright, then the seniors left on the list. Oh, only 2. Damn. Alright, y'all. Come on. Give me my 3rd recruit. Come on. Give him to me. Come on. Okay, he wasn't offered. Damn, we still didn't over. Damn, this dude got more dudes on this list now. I'm not so much worried about them yet. I gotta still try to get this guy. Contacted. I just might as well do the seniors because there's only 2 of them. And then now let's go through the juniors. Okay. Let's see what it do. Come on, man. I need the third guy to sign.
He's heating up.
Yes, we got him, number 3. That was major. That was major. Ooh, and y'all, we just overtook Campbell. See, this is where the charisma comes into play. Our coach upped his charisma, and now we're fighting for this other 3-star right here. We might have a chance right here. I'm happy I didn't give up on him. But you see, I had to make that decision though. It was so late into the season. If it would have been earlier in the year, and also too, when Campbell offered him, we were still above Campbell. We were still his number 1 choice, and we just been flopping back and forth. But that was good how that played out right there. You go to my contacted juniors. Okay. Now, I also want to probably add someone else onto our list from here. Don't look like any of them are worthy though. Damn. Nope, none of them. All right, come on. Come on, give us another 3-star. Come on. Give us another 3-star. We got him. Oh, we got him, y'all. Ooh. We got 5 players signed. Signed, sealed, and delivered. This is how you do small school recruiting.
That boy is good.
This is how you do it. You saw all the work we put into the beginning of it. This is where it pays off. This is where it pays off. We signed 3 stars, 2 stars. We needed all these guys. Oh man, 3 front court guys. Oh man, I'm so excited about this class. We needed this. I'm gonna leave him as a small forward too. He's gonna be a real big small forward for us. Look at his stealing and his speed. He's gonna be really helpful to the squad. And he can shoot 3s. Our 2 guard we added, he can shoot 3s. He got decent stealing and speed. I say it's decent speed, C+, we'll take it. Look at our center, 7-foot center out of Yonkers, New York. C+ speed. Blocking is B-. Oh, we got a rim protector. Oh, we needed him. Then we get a power forward, Lonnie Wood, who got decent speed for his size. Then another big guy, 6'10", with decent speed. Yo, we did really well recruiting wise, but it ain't over. It's not over, y'all. We got 2 weeks left, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. Focus on the underclassmen. We're about to focus on these underclassmen. Next, I'm taking these seniors off because we don't need any more seniors. We signed 5 guys to our team. We lost 1, so we had 8 guys on the team. 1 graduated. We signed 5, so now we should be up to 12, which is good. And that's not even counting walk-ons. We'll see who we got from a walk-on standpoint. Okay, so here's our current target list. I'm not removing anybody, but this guy, I'm gonna move up because I'll move him up too. Okay, now what I want to do, I'm gonna go through. I'm just looking to see if I can get recruiting tape on anybody. Nope. So let's go Wait, hold on. Why is he out of order? Okay, now I'm gonna go to all. I'm about to go to all. I'm gonna go from the ground up, from freshmen, and I'm only worried about our region. It's still a small school, okay? We're not all of a sudden considered a mid-major, so it's still the same approach to this. But I'm gonna come here and look at, you see how this freshman, we can now send him, this is, okay, I gotta mention here, we're in another contact period, y'all. The off-season recruiting is a contact period, but I don't go anywhere near it until I've used and signed all the available scholarships because I need all those points. But now we got a new freshman to add to the list right there, and he's pretty high on us. He doesn't play ABL ball, but we'll be able to sign him. That's also why I went to all as well. All right, let's go step up to the sophomores here. And we're gonna do the same thing. See, here's a guy. He's on a ABL team. We're gonna add him to our list. Here's another guy. Add him to our list. Another guy, oh, he's New York. We're gonna add him to our list. He's about to be a junior. And then another New York guy. We're gonna add him to our list. All right, so we just added a few more sophomores. We might have to take some of these off if their interest doesn't improve enough. Like these guys who are under 30. See, like this dude right here, we can take him off. We recruited him a whole year and didn't really make a dent. He has 42 teams on his list and we're not one of them. Nope, that's not what I meant. Okay, similarly here, this guy has 35 teams. We recruited him all year. We're not one of his teams. We can take him off the list. You never know, he could potentially come back on, but we've added some guys above him. This guy has 37 teams on his list. We're not one of them. I'll hold off for now. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I'll hold off, but I still made some room. Okay, now let's look at the juniors who are about to be seniors. All right, let's look at the 4 stars. Ugh. Tough sledding with all these guys, but let's see. Okay, what about the 3 stars? Trying to find guys who've been to their ABL games before. this guy. Add him to our list. We can add one more. That's super low though. Let's see, sophomore. Oh, no. I want to add another sophomore. You know what? I'll put this guy. No. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm about to add this dude. Basically sending an email to every junior I can get my hands on. Let me see. I don't think we can. Oh, those are 5-star juniors at that. 'Cause I don't think we can send emails to sophomore yet. Nope. So let's just focus on these juniors. And see, this is the grind. This is what I'm talking about. This is the small school recruiting piece that I'm talking about, where honestly, you just have to grind it out. And it's not necessarily always about how many points you have, but more about your coach's skills, his charisma specifically, and then being strategic. All right. So we maximize that week, even though we already used all our scholarships. We're no longer trying to sign anyone else to this class. We're just trying to maximize and get prepared for next season. Let me rearrange the target list. Now these guys get phone calls. Because I've already recruited, you know, got the tape on them. So let me go to the all again. Go to the freshmen. Look at who has the most interest. At this point, it's nationwide players, but we'll just go ahead and get the game tape on them. Let me focus more on regional guys. All right, then move it up to sophomore. But you see how I'm doing this though? I'm making sure I give points to these underclassmen, and I'm focusing on my region and focusing on players who have high interest in us. Now it's just emails. We trying to own our region. Not own it, but I'm saying like make our presence felt in that region. Just laying all the groundwork. All right. That's about all we can do. So boom, that's a full 1 year of grinding on the recruiting trail, okay? And in this case, I feel like it paid off because, nope, not that. We signed a pretty darn good class. All right, I'm really happy with this class we got. All right, so again, a recap of this first class we signed for small school recruiting, not too shabby. We signed 5 players, 3 3-stars. This guy, Kalu, I'm gonna call him Bai or BA, however, Bai. Number 318 overall, number 77 at his position, small forward, 6'8", 203. Then we get Quentin Bragg from Washington, DC, 6'4", 207, shooting guard. He is number 376 overall, 87 at his position. Then we got size. You know, size is everything in this game. 7-footer Mata Sneed, 223 from Yonkers, New York. Not only did we sign this kid, we signed him in the early signing period, which took pressure off, some of the pressure off for us to just focus on these other kids. That's why it's really important to try to identify the players that you have a really good chance of signing, because you can potentially sign them early and that'll open you up for your points to be utilized in a much more productive and efficient manner. All right, then we got the two stars after that. Lonnie Wood, a 6'8" power forward from Chesapeake, Virginia. He's number 736 overall, 112 at his position. And then the last guy we get is another center with good size, 6'10", 234, Kobe Jimenez from Springfield, Massachusetts. He's number 777 overall, number 82 at his position. So yeah, y'all. On to the next one. Okay, y'all. This first season took much longer than I thought it would, so I'm actually gonna chop this up even further and make the recruiting piece multiple parts. However, any and all further additions will be up to you, the viewer. So if we can get this video up to 100 likes,
For the old man.
that'll inform me that there's actually a demand for my supply, and I'll go ahead and drop part 2, which will be the second season of recruiting. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you've hung out with me to this point of the presentation, what are you waiting for? Bang on that subscribe button. Share this video with your folks, your friends, your neighbors, your homies, everybody in between. Last but certainly not least, drop a comment down below. Let a brother know, let a brother know. Thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. Come back, hang out with me again soon. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.